Ciao everyone, it's Marchettino, and today a dream has become reality. Since when I was a kid, I was dreaming someday to be able to own not a supercar, but more precisely a Ferrari. And well, the day has arrived and I still cannot believe it. Today, when I see a random Ferrari on the road, I'm still excited the same way more than 15 years ago I was riding my bike and chasing Ferraris, supercars to film them and to enjoy the exhaust note. And being able today to share with you this achievement of my life, well, this is priceless. This is definitely a day I will never forget, and this is just the beginning of a long journey with you guys. I think it's time to uncover my new baby. What do you think? So this is it, my new Ferrari 355 GTS. It's a dream for me. I'm so excited to shoot for the first time my new Ferrari and show it to you, because this is just the first of the many happy miles and many adventures I'm about to share with you guys. Let's start talking about the features of my 1997 Ferrari 355 GTS. This Ferrari is 23 years old, but trust me, it's still a very tough car. Compared to the modern supercars, well, this is not really the most technological one, but does it have the traction control? Well, the only traction control this car has is the sensibility you apply on your right foot. But the only electronic device this car has is the ABS that actually you can turn off. Still, I'm not very confident to do that right now. Maybe someday on the track, we'll see. Does it have a double clutch in order to shift gears immediately? Let's have a look. Not really. It has a curious third pedal which makes you dance. It has also this gear stick that offers a priceless driving experience. It's a Ferrari, so we have to mention the heart of this car, which actually makes me very proud to be Italian. Does it have any kind of hybrid powertrain or turbos in order to deliver an insane power? Not really. Here we find a 3.5-liter natural aspirated V8 with 5 valves per cylinder, 380 horsepower, and with a soundtrack that it's simply shivering. It's the kind of sound music that the modern Ferrari, especially the ones with the twin-turbo V8, can only dream. So now I'm gonna show you a little bit more on detail, the car, the accessories, the interior. Well, let's start immediately. Look at that. This is such a beautiful day, and what a place. So first thing, the roof needed to come off. Taking the roof off, it's so easy, it literally takes 30 seconds. You can take it off alone, it's very easy, and when you take it out, you can actually store it behind the seats. But now I'm just gonna leave it here in the grass for a few minutes. Look at that! It's another car! What I love about the GTS is that you can easily take the roof off if you paint the roof with the same color of the car. When the roof is on, it looks like a coupe. And when you take it off, you can enjoy this fantastic natural aspirated V8 with the wind in your hair. I drove it only once with the roof off, and trust me, this is a priceless driving experience. I wonder how come Ferrari doesn't build any more cars like this. Right, let's move in the interior. The dominant colors, of course, lots of black leather, and I love the red carpet because it makes the interior so bright and so sporty. Look at that, it's so beautiful. Well, it's not just beautiful. The driving experience, Ferrari with a manual gearbox, I'm so in love with this car, really. The only thing I don't like about this car is the modification that has done the previous owner. As you can see, he wanted to fit a brand new infotainment with sat-nav, Bluetooth, but in order to do that, he removed the gauges and he put them in here. The result is not that bad, but I want to put it original. Here's a fun fact for you. Jean Todt had a Ferrari Enzo, and when he commissioned it, he asked to Zanazzi, which is the workshop that does the special paints and liveries for Ferrari, he requested the same infotainment system to be placed here in the central console. And actually, it doesn't look that bad because it seems like it was made officially by Ferrari, but still, when you have such kind of soundtrack, you don't really need stuff like this. It sounds pretty epic, isn't it? That's why I told you a few minutes ago that the modern Ferraris, the one with the V8 twin turbo, can only dream this kind of exhaust noise. It sounds amazing, but it's not loud enough for me, so I have a full straight pipes Inconel exhaust incoming. Inconel, yeah, that's the same material used by the exhaust of the Formula 1 cars. I think with the straight pipe Inconel, I think this car is gonna sound pretty insane. As you can see, the interior is very well kept for being a car 23 years old, because the ex-owner told me that he detailed the interior, especially all the plastics, because a common defect of this car is that the plastic materials are very cheap and over the time they tend to be very sticky. And here's the button I was talking about, which allows to turn off the ABS. This is actually the last road-going Ferrari with the switchable ABS button. The day you buy a Ferrari, this is potentially your new best friend. Fire extinguisher should be mandatory on all Ferraris. This is also an extinguisher brand Ferrari, but I guess this is gonna be a new ornament for my office because, well, it has expired in January 2001. I guess I need a new one. So I've shown you the engine bay and now I'm gonna show you the trunk. There's lots of space actually. If the car doesn't break down, I can put some luggages and take the car out for a weekend drive. I'm gonna show you this because back in time this was an option and it's so cool. It's so vintage. So what do we have here? Let's open it. It looks like brand new, isn't it? Well, the fact is, when I took delivery of the car, the previous owner, before letting me out of his house, he wanted to have a look at the luggage because he never opened it. And here we find some pretty cool stuff. It's all branded Ferrari, of course. A Ferrari someday will break down, and Ferrari thought to fit this luggage inside the car. It was an option, by the way. It's like a time machine because can you believe all these parts are 23 years old and look like they have never been used. This is the whole timing belt. It's quite expensive at Ferrari actually. I cannot use it anymore because Ferrari recommends to replace it every 3 years. And the problem about this car is that whenever you need to replace the timing belt, you literally need to take the engine off the car, which you may understand it's not a very cheap kind of maintenance. I've been lucky because the previous owner did this kind of huge maintenance last year. So, my pocket is safe for now. Last but not least, here we find also the kit to repair the flat tires, but it's not very useful. It has expired in August 97. Talking about the tires, well, I need to replace these Michelin tires as soon as possible because they've been made in 2002. And you can bet this car doesn't have a lot of traction right now. I haven't driven it that much, I'm not still confident to push it, also because with this kind of tires it's quite dangerous. Even the road is dry, if you are in the corner and play too much with the throttle, the car tends to slide. Not to mention when the road starts to get moist or wet, because then it's like to drive on the ice, seriously. It's dangerous. I need to change the tires as soon as possible. But yeah, overall I'm so satisfied about my new Ferrari because it's really well kept. There are just a few minor things to do, like repaint all the four wheels because the owner managed to scratch all of them, and then repaint this little side of the skirt because he managed to scratch also this part. But aside that, this car is a real jewel. Before finding this car and buying it, I saw 4 355 and other supercars, and it's not very easy to find a car this old with a good history at Ferrari and in a good shape. I've been lucky. Once I found this car, I tried to find a deal about the price and then I immediately bought it because this is one of the best looking and well maintained 355 I've seen so far. So guys, that was it. A brief introduction of my dream. I've dreamt for such a long time to own a Ferrari and I still can't believe it. It's behind me. Wow. This is just first of the many happy marks, many videos I'm gonna share with you. I cannot wait to literally go everywhere with my new Ferrari. I hope you guys did enjoy the video and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. And as always, thanks for watching. Ciao!